Great, thank you. As I was saying, we have the great honor to have today with us Selene Laveaga. She is from Mexico. She's a career coach and consultant. She has a certificate in management from Harvard University. And I really encourage you to read her mission. Her mission is to live with unity of life and leave a legacy. As a legacy, the integral formation of her children, the development of women leaders, and also supports social initiatives. She's an expert in different topics like leadership development, personal finances, and career planning. She also has a very international experience on her career. She has lived in many different countries, and we're gonna learn from her today about how to develop a career plan and also how to improve our professional identity. Help me everyone to welcome Selene right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, all of you. This is a pleasure for me to be at home in a shiny, you can tell, I have the sun. Here's in the morning, it's 10 a.m., past the 10 a.m., and I'm so glad to see you all, smiling faces, young women. I was just before telling to the team that I'm so proud to be here because I have a little girl. She's 5 years old. She's my inspiration. I have 3 boys, as you saw my bio. You read on my bio. I am a wife and a mother of 4, and I have 3 boys. I need to tell this part of me because it's very important. I have 3 boys, and after 13 years, I have a little girl. She's 5 years old, and she's my inspiration. She was here just before we start this masterclass, and she's my inspiration, and you are my inspiration. I truly believe that this crisis, what we are living right now, is a time where all of us can learn and all of us can teach something. This is what I have learned through these 4 months, that I have been learning, become from different people via Zoom, and it's wonderful. So what you're gonna get from this conference, this masterclass, will be that you love, that you feel more comfortable, more loving your passion, your career. Because we are all women, professional women, this is gonna be special for you. I have to tell you that my son was helping me with this. We were just doing, he helps me a lot. She's my inspiration, but he was helping me. And I really appreciate my boys that are behind me. There are also 3 boys that inspire me because they truly need to learn how to be with women, right? So how to treat, how to be really complement for women. So this is something that I wanted to share you. And as we go along with this presentation, I want to tell you, this is my philosophy for careers. I think this is part of myself, and it should be also that you will have by now, after 4 months, almost 5 months, you will have also your philosophy on your career. Well, let me tell you, I truly believe that we should pursue continuous growth and development, have a lifelong learning vision, own our plans, have plans, seek and pursue learning experiences, build productive relationships with peers and mentors. And this is gonna be the beginning for you. So all of us will have this time to engage in a masterclass, but also you will engage with women talking about career, job, and faith. This is a wonderful opportunity to build productive relationships. And finally, I truly believe that grow and share your talents to market yourself for potential opportunities. This is a time of crisis, but it's a time of potential opportunities like this one. Have you ever thought about getting together with 50 women from different countries, to me is a dream. I'm sitting on my studio and I'm already connected with you. This is wonderful to me. I see your faces. Thank you, Catherine, for asking us to be on the cameras, because that way we're gonna get in touch and we're gonna see each other. So now I want to tell you something that I hear that I'm a consultant, as I was telling you. You saw that in my biography, and it's very important to let you know this is something that I hear. Selene, I need your advice because I'm not happy with my career. Selene, I need your advice because I don't know how to ask for a promotion. And also, I need to negotiate my salary. I don't know how to do that. Could you please help me? And also, it's sometimes I have some women that it's a cry out for some women that don't believe they are enough to get into to have a great career. So going on with this is an exercise that I would like you to start with. Could you please think about that moment when you were young? I was telling you I have a 5-year-old. She's very like this little girl. So think about this time. Go back only 5-10 years, I guess. No, you need to go back a little more. But think about that time where you were thinking what you will be when you grown up. I'm sure you got that question a lot when you were little, because we all had that in our history also. So now think about for 1 minute. I'm gonna let you think about 1 minute what you were thinking when you were 5 years old. You were little and you were thinking, you were dreaming, you were see yourself doing something in life. Think about that for 1 minute, please. So I would like to have 3 of you telling me what do you thought about? What this exercise made you? Did you feel like smiling or thinking about when you were little, a little girl? Can I have some of you sharing your thoughts, please?
Elizabeth?
You hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Hi.
So it's not the first time when I'm thinking about what I was thinking when I was 5 or so. And what I was thinking and what I was planning is being an archaeologist.
Okay.
I was dreaming about seeking for something hidden in stones in old lands. Finally, when I was 17, I chose for myself a career of auditor and accountant.
Okay.
And now, when I'm a little bit moved already from this to analytics, I find out that it is almost the same thing that I was dreaming about, because anyhow, I'm seeking for knowledge and for information in my work, which I share with others to reach the common success. So it is something that I reached, but in a tricky way, not very same thing, because seeking for knowledge, forgetting knowledge, or forgetting civilization is almost the same than seeking for some numbers or some information what I do in my daily job.
Very good. Thank you for sharing.
Elisabetta, sorry, where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
From Russia. Nice, nice. Okay, do you have any thoughts about this? Do you want to share? Maria Paula. I'm going to ask you, Maria Paula. Yes.
Okay, I can tell you, definitely. So, so when I was little, I dreamed to be a ballerina. That is really what I wanted to do. And then I actually got into classes, and well, of course, I knew immediately that was not for me, but I tried it, and then little by little, like I have always have a love for writing, for books and for writing. So I remember when I was in my 14s, founding the newspaper of my high school, my middle school then. And later in life, that's what I studied. I studied communications with a major in journalism and a minor in public relations.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Who else? So you want to share? Okay, so let's move on. We have two of you sharing. And as you know, this is a masterclass. So I will be asking one or two questions, and feel free to please participate. This is very important. We women need to participate. We need to ask. We need to ask what we need, and we can share. This is a really safe place for you to share. And I want to make sure that you know this. This is a safe place to talk about things about your career, your passions, and also your fears. Okay? Thank you. Well, let's move. So I have this little girl, and all of us had dreams. But one of the things that I want to make sure that you get on your bones is that you are a leader. And there is a program, Stephen Covey, they have a program called The Leader in Me. And this is for kindergarten kids. Kindergarten kids is starting from this age thinking about leadership. And I want you, whatever is your field, your industry, your career, that you are a leader. You are a woman leader. You think about leadership after this class. If you think about your career and your leadership as a very important investment in your life, I'm done with this, really, because this is something that we need to get right now. We need women in leadership. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, but think about this little girl and see yourself right now looking at the mirror and you see a leader. A leader is going to make a difference. It's going to make us, Isabella was your name? You were just talking about that, just making a difference in a world that needs to get women in leadership. So this is it. We all have a story, a career story. This is a very powerful exercise. I will not get into that because that's something that I do on my workshops. But this is a very important idea that I want you to get, okay? In a busy digital world, we need to be able to really tell our story in a way that we stand apart. We are different, we are unique. And it's something that I really want you to encourage, the belief that you are different, you are unique. God gave you talents different from other women. We are sitting here and we are just unique, as different from different backgrounds, different countries. I speak Spanish, I speak French a little bit, I speak English, but this is me. This is Selene, Mexican woman, talking to all of you about your career, your passion, your job, and also talking about something very important, your leadership. So I'm sure after this class, you're going to think about your leadership and how you're going to stand apart from others because you are unique, okay? And I want to share something for you that I was reading. It's something that I read every morning, And I think this is going to be really helpful to all of us because it was meant to be for today. This is something that I read every morning, and I will just share with you, okay? I make every morning a declaration. I believe this is a powerful exercise. And it's today, 11, this is the quote. God, I declare that God will do exceedingly abundantly above all that I ask or think, because I honor him. His blessings will chase me down and overtake me. I will be in the right place at the right time. People will go out their way to be good to me and render by God's favor. So this is something that I read this morning. I wanted to share you because it's also a declaration talking about that you are not average, that you have been custom-made, and this is part of the next day, but I will share with you. I don't know if you all are on a Saturday, July the 11th, but maybe some of you are almost July the 12th. So this is for tomorrow. I'm not average. I have been custom-made. I'm one of a kind of all the things God created. What he is the most proud is me. I am his masterpiece, his most prized possession. I will keep my head hella high, knowing that I'm a child of God, most high God, made in his very image. So this is a very important. You start your career. You have a plan. God has a plan for you. And because we are talking with women that have a career and have faith, I can tell this. This is a time for me to express how grateful I am for all the talents and all what is in my career story. You have a career story. You have time after this class. Please write down your story. It's a very powerful exercise if you write your story, because you will highlight what's good about your career, but also you will notice where you need to improve. And also, you will take some of my notes here to share. I want to share this. Stephen Covey. I'm very Stephen Covey fan. He died almost 10 years ago, but his legacy is something that I want to share with you. Think about his legacy, and he's something that he was telling in every one of his talks and speeches. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am product of my decisions. This is it. If you were born in a family that they never went to college, maybe you are the one who is going to be going to college. You're going to be making decisions. Something that I heard very often here in Mexico. This is I'm the first generation to go to college. So this is something to think about it. You are not product of your circumstances. Your decisions are the most important things that you're going to value. And as we go on, I want to ask you for a little 1 minute of silence. Why I put this candle and why I put this black beer ribbon? Because there are women, there are young women out there that really thought that they are product of their circumstances. So they don't have dreams. They don't think they're talented. They don't think they can move on. So I will ask you to have 1 minute. We can have 1 minute for all that young women that are not thinking about their careers, their passions, they're giving up their dreams. Please help me to think about all of them in 1 minute. That's okay with you? Are you with me with this? Yes? Okay, so we're gonna have 1 minute before we move on. Thank you.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Yes. We're going to have 1 minute of silence for those women that gave up their dreams, that they think they're product of their circumstances. They cannot make right decisions. Some of them are really thinking they're miserable in their careers. They give up their dreams. So
Okay.
this is 1 minute that we're going to be doing right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. So I don't want you to get, we are finished with the 1 minute, but I don't want you to get like sad like this. I want you to think that when you go out from this class, and it's something that also Covey was telling in one of his classes conference, he will say that once you finish this class, go out and share it with other 3 people, 3 other women. So 3 women that you pick up that they're not feeling happy about their careers, that they're giving up dreams. So you share this class and you will notice that you will get insights, not from me, but from you. When you talk about this class, you give this master class, you can give it in 5 minutes to someone else, to another woman in your life. You share it and you will notice that you will have your own insights. This is a very powerful also exercise to share, to talk about this. And also, please be confident that she will have the own resources to go out and stand up, okay? You're not gonna be the one who is gonna be helping and I'm gonna be the savior of this woman in my life that is given. No, she will have the own resources, but she will have you to tell her that she can stand up and have a great career and self-love and a great job, because this is where we are talking about this. We all women are created and have talents that God gave us, so we can go out and do something different and make a really contribution. This is one of the main ideas of Covey. You do not only have a career, you have a contribution. With your career, you contribute. And this is a book that's going to be later, I'm going to be talking about, but let's think, you got purpose? You have a purpose for your career? Maybe you have been thinking, yeah, I have a personal purpose, but your career, your job needs also a purpose. But very specific, and I'm gonna move on this because we are gonna be giving more time for you to have questions and share your thoughts about all this. So I wanna ask you, to write a career mission statement. That's one of the questions that we have in interview. Remember, we have a little quiz, and you were answering about if you already have a career mission statement. Let me tell you, I was not surprised with your answers, because this is something that happened to me. I was already married, and I have a career in finance, and I was right on Harvard Business School campus. And then I realized, just by talking to some of the professors, this was not in a class. This was something that I learned from a mentor. You need to have a written career mission statement. And it's a very powerful, very powerful exercise to sit and write. I was talking about story, but it's something that happens in your brain. When you write it down, it makes a connection. It makes a connection of your brain and your heart. This is science. I'm not gonna get into that. But if you write your career mission is something that also you're gonna share on your CV, on the social media. People have to know that you have a career mission, and you can tell when you are doing an interview, when you're going to be interviewing, maybe some of you are just getting a promotion sometime soon, or maybe you are trying to get a new job, or you're going to be in a transition, career transition. That's what we call something that is going to be happening to all of us. We are in a crisis, and in crisis comes opportunities, and with opportunities come transition, career transition. When you are thinking about this career transition, think about your career mission statement. You need to have one. Why you need to be having one? Because you can tell when someone really knows what they want. They have a crystal direction. They know what they want. I need to tell you that some of young women, we were talking about they give up dreams, but also what happens to them as they don't have a crystal clear where do they want to go. We usually, and it's something that I want you to share, we usually go by the clock. We are just thinking about time. We have 24 hours, right? We go with the time. This is something that I need to do. What's next? What's next? What's next? And this is a question for you to be taking for this masterclass. You need to ask yourself, what's next in your career? What's next? Because you will be a lifelong, I was just talking to you about my philosophy. If you have a lifelong learning vision, you will think about what's next for me in my career. What's next for me in my career? And I hope for you, it will be to join this group of women, because this is something that we want you to be part of, because there's something that we're going to be talking, woman in career, in faith, in job, so you can get where you want to go. Listen, on career, we usually think about, we are in this spot in A, and we're going to go to B. And we sometimes think we need to work harder to get from A to B. But this is not the idea. The idea to get to B is that you need to work smarter, not hard. You don't have to work harder. You need to work smarter. And it's something that we want to help you here in Building Bridges. We want you to be smarter and get some strategies to get from A to B. One of these will be to write your career mission statements. This is unique for you. Sometimes when I help young women to write the career mission statement, they write it like generally, like someone that it could be from a man, from all men, all woman, but this needs to be unique. It needs to have your talents, your goals, your values, especially needs to have your values. I'm going to share with you. This is Denise Maurice. This is I pick up this one because I really like to serve as a leader. I want to just stay with this. To serve as a leader. As you can tell, she stands up. As you can see her image here, her picture, he stands up. She stands up to serve as a leader. And as I was talking to you about being a leader, discovering the leader in you, this will be also, it needs to be on your career mission statement, written. I'm a leader that wants to make a difference, that wants to serve, whatever you want to write it down. But hopefully that will be one of the values that you want to put on your mission statement, to serve as a leader. I want to show you mine. This is my bio. I have a small one, but I want to share with you a couple of things. I'm a people builder. I will look for opportunities to encourage others to bring their best in their careers, helping accomplish their dreams. I want to stay with that. And I will go, will jump on, I will call others seeds of greatness, helping them to rise higher and become all that God created to be. So this is unique for me. This is unique for me, but I really think I need to talk about faith and victory to all women. Believe me, when I'm coaching, when I'm giving my one-on-one sessions, this is one of the things that comes out on my sessions, that I don't believe I can be the CEO of a company. I don't believe I can go further from my career, because it has to be with self-esteem. So most of the time, my sessions go like, yes, you can do it. I'm like a cheerleader, just trying to get them. But this is something that we need to get over. We need to think, and there is also, there's a lot of books about that, but think about it, what books you want to read and how you're going to be working on your self-esteem if you have problems with that. All of us have at one point, but some of them are severe. And in this crisis, you need to go out and stand up and say yourself. And it's something in the morning. It's another little, it's another habit that you can do. It's just to say, good morning, Isa, good morning. You can tell yourself, good morning, Selene, I love you. I love you. And this is a study from a woman for many years. What she did, she was studying people that didn't like themselves. And she was just talking in this video because it's something that I just saw in a video. And she was just making this research, and she was with this veteran, war veteran. He was very all down. He didn't think, he believed he deserved to live. But he was in a group, and she told him, listen, can you look around you? Do you think they're judging you? Nobody's judging you. But think about this, and just for this little exercise that she asked him to do every morning, he went over that depression and he was thinking about killing himself. So he got over just by doing this little exercise, this little practice that you can do. Buenos dias, Maria Paula. Buenos dias. You can tell yourself, and maybe you can say it 3 times. I really like to think about giving myself little pats 3 times. This is a number that I also want to share with you. This is a number that I get every time I say hi. Okay, so this is your career planning. What it has to be, what you need to put in you need to put, of course, your vision, your mission, your skills, what your values, your goals, your education. But especially, I would like you to get over time. I want you to see this career planning outline. This is for someone that is in the Uber company. Right now, what's going on is companies, they don't help you to get your career planning like this, your outline. You need to do it for yourself. Uber is one of the companies that help their employees to get one of his career planning. So go with me just in these ideas. You will need to write your career plan over the time, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, and beyond 12 months. You need to write your long-term goals and your personal goals. I want to be sharing my to you if you want, because most of them will have time to think about these questions. It's very important that you ask questions and you also plan, but also execute and you evaluate. This is something that you need to write in paper, of course. Just as you wrote your story, you're going to be writing your story, you're going to be writing your mission statement, and you're going to be writing in a paper. And if you are one of the people or the women that are just doing in transition, I want you to start with a white paper, with a only sheet. It's a white piece of paper. They're going to start writing things, thinking and taking things from all this class. Okay. As we move over, I want to share you one of the professors of the Harvard Business School. I have the opportunity to be with her in her office past November, last autumn. This is Linda Hill. Linda Hill, why she stands out? Believe me, she stands out because she's a woman. She's from. She was the first woman to run the leadership program in the Harvard Business School. And also because she shares these ideas from companies to bring it to the personal, to the professional life. What Linda Hill tells us is that you need to have your personal board of directors. So you need to write that on your career planning. Who is going to be close to you? Who is going to be one of your companions in your career? I'm sure you all have someone that give you a good advice, but if you think about, you need to about it, that can help you in moments of transition like this. I really encourage you to have a mentor, a coach, a career coach that is going to help you if you are stuck. If you are in a transition and if you're feeling you're stuck, please think about this. Your personal board of directors. Personal board of directors is like in any company. They have this table and with chairs, with they have an expert in finance, they might have an expert in accounting or legal issues. I want you to think about this. You have your board of directors. You might have someone in your spiritual life, a spiritual director. You will have someone that maybe you have personal goals on getting healthy. You will have a nutrition and career. You need to have someone helping you as a mentor or career coach, or someone helping you in your career. So you name it, you can have 3 or 4. Some people tell me, okay, do I need to get them together and talk to them? No, this is a one-on-one sessions that you're gonna be having with them. You're gonna see 3 or 4 people, women, I encourage women to have in your, they don't have to be family, they don't have to be friends, there has to be someone that you respect, that you admire, and they're going to be sitting in your personal board of directors. It's a relationship that will help you. It's going to have prudence, trust, and confidence, because it's going to help you to get from A to B. Remember, we need to get from A to B. There are shortcuts. There are things that we can do to help us. So please think about it. See how happy she is just...
Selene, excuse me. Selene, we have 5 minutes.
Yes, perfect. We are
yes?
almost there.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Let me tell you, we're going to be thinking about networking. We need to see that also in our career planning. We need to see in our career plan, we need to think and reframe networking. In this masterclass, I want you to reframe what is networking for you. What it means. Maybe it's just to connect. Maybe it's just to help others. What it means to just to have a really full agenda, full of contacts and people that you want to be sharing your motivations, your interests, and your talents. But this is, I want you to go more than that. Networking is not about collection of contacts. It's not about it's about planting relationships. Think about this. It's about planting relationships. And of course, it's about building bridges. That's why we are setting up this group. We are going to be talking about that right later. So now I want you to thank you for sharing this time with me. I'm sure we all learn, because I'm learning. As I'm talking, I'm learning a lot. So thank you so much. And I'm ready for questions.
Thank you, Selene. This was a great talk with many different, points that we can talk about and discuss. And I'm sure everybody now is thinking about all these questions and, important for our professional identity. So now we have some time for questions. And I was putting in the chat also that you can share and write your questions in the chat, and I can read to Selene, or you can open your mics and also ask directly to Selene. So feel free, please, to participate.
Maybe, Kate, maybe if we stop sharing the screen so we can see each other better.
Sure, that's Selene. Could you stop that? Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Excellent.
Anybody has a question for Selene?
Yes, I have one.
Oh,
I'm sorry. So Can you please, because you talk a lot about leadership, and I think this is a wonderful topic, but can you describe a leader? What is it, a leader for you? Can you describe a leader?
Yeah, a leader is someone that inspires, someone that really believes make a difference in this life by just sharing their motivations, their skills, their talents. A leader is someone that is not only is going to be the director of the guiding people through different times, to crises like this. I believe that a leader can be someone that you find on the street, and he's going to be telling you, there's any way I can help you? That you can see they have a philosophy of serving. That's for sure. And believe me, now more than ever, there's a lot of people that is just getting more into them. I just was reading a study, a research yesterday that was made in the 2008, the crisis of the crisis of 2008, and we're just talking how people will improve their lives by collaborating. I believe a leader that encourages collaboration is a great leader. Also, more than ever, I think that leaders, they need to have presence. There is a great, I will say, there is a great workshop about presential leadership. That means that you can be for the people that is in front of you, that you listen, that you pay attention, that you don't get distracted because you are present. I believe of also to be authentic. Being leader is being you. That's what we were just talking. Being you because you have your own mission, your own identity, your professional identity. When I talk to women, and I was just talking to a friend of mine, Maria Paula, who was just starting to be on LinkedIn, and she was like having this picture, and she will be a coach. Her title was coach, and I just called her and listen, why you put your name and your profile as a coach? And she was, well, because my agent told me. How come? I mean, how can someone came to tell you who you are? I know you are a consultant, you are a speaker, you are a trainer. You are not coach. You are not even taking a class. Have you? I asked her, and she said, no. So this is it, just to be you, to be authentic, the one that has a purpose. That's to be a leader. Thanks, Maria Paula.
Sure.
And we also had a question from Valentina.
Valentina.
Where are you from, Valentina?
I'm from Uruguay, Montevideo.
Oh, nice.
Uruguay. Okay.
Uruguay. So I have a question regarding to, like, I'm right now in a transition from what used to be my work to a new phase in my life. I used to work in news. So right now I just quit my job, and it was like such a big deal for me because it was like my dream job. But after a time, I realized that news weren't that good for my mental health and for the things I was going through. So I wanted to ask you advice on how to get motivation when you're going through a transitional phase from one job to another.
Okay, this is a good question, and I'm sure most of us have been through that. Let me tell you, the first will be to have a mentor, someone that you admire. I'm not sure if you're going to be switching industries or fields, or if you're thinking about that, or you're going to be keeping on the same path. Are you going to be keeping in the same path?
Yes, my idea is to keep in the same track, like on content creation, but focus more on helping women and not so much like only news.
Okay, so this will be a good time to find a mentor, someone that you admire and that you see that have a career that you will aspire. I mean, like you want to be like her. I really encourage you to have someone close to you, and if you ask her to be a mentor, she will be delighted. Sometimes we think, oh, how am I going to ask her to be my mentor if I'm just going through transition? She's very busy. Believe me, women, they want to share and they want to be with other women. This is something that I learned also in the IPADE Business School. It was a meeting about talking about women in leadership, in very like CEOs. They were just CEOs company in this, and they were just talking. The hell is full of women that didn't help other women. Let me tell you again. In hell, there are a lot of women that are not helping other women. Do you understand this part? So women, we need to help another woman. And this is something that very, very close to our heart. We want to help other women. So ask to someone. So she will keep track of what you're doing, also keep you motivated on this time. Get together with her at least once every 2 weeks. Ask her to have time with you and one-on-one. Another question?
Yes, we had another question from Antonia.
Antonia, okay.
Antonia, please go
Hi.
ahead.
Thank you. My question is, what do you mean about planting relationships and building bridges? Like, how do you do it? Because I've worked in different, I'm a lawyer in different law firms, but I really don't know what do you mean about the building bridges?
Okay, building bridges. And I think, I was just putting this idea that we're not having a list of contacts. We think about every contact as a person. We need to think about that. A person like me that can help me and I can help him or her. There's this idea that also can just help. I just can have them to help me. But no, you need to think in a very way that you cannot, like a little plant. You need to give them nutrients. So this is very important. When you think about one of your contacts, think about their person. This is a person that have motivations, skills, and also they have something very important, talent, and you can contribute with them. So this is about planting. How do you plant? How did you take care of a little plant? Think about it. You will just help them to have light, so you can share and give a light to someone for sure. So that's something that I would like to think, to share with you. You can help someone just by being you and just tell them, how can I do for you? And that person will tell you when it's for you. That will be planting.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Selene, we also have a question in the chat from Maria Galindez from Argentina.
Okay.
She's asking you, how did you manage to keep a balance between work and personal life? I find that keeping this balance is usually more difficult for women who have kids or want to have kids in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a very good question. Believe me, now I feel I'm really, I'm trained right now. When I live in United States, I noticed that I have to start with a personal agenda that will have my values on it. So think about your top 5 values, because this is about setting priorities. This is about setting what's more important for you, because there are so many urgent things and important things. I want you to, there's a book very important from Stephen Covey, First Things First. I have one on my, here on the shelves. We don't have time, so I can, but think about this. First things first. And also write it down. What's the first things, the more important things? And with this time of crisis, this is something that we need to have for sure, very clear. What is very important for me? Not what is urgent, what is important for me. And write it down. We need to follow up the agenda. We need to focus. I really encourage you to get this book. It talks about how we can do with timing. I was telling you that time is only 24 hours, but we need to sit and think like we have the compass. A compass, they need to have two important information, two data. It will be where I am right now and where I'm gonna go. What is the direction that I wanna take? So don't think about the clock, think about the compass.
Thank you, Selene. We have also a question from Tai.
Okay.
Can you open your mic?
Hi,
Tai?
we have 5 women from Poland, and actually we have actually 2 questions. So 2 of them are about making decisions. So what would you advise women in order to make right decision, and how not to be scared of making them?
Oh, that's a good question. It will take me another workshop to with all of you.
Selene.
I was hoping we'll have more time, but well, I'm sure we're gonna see each other in a workshop. But okay, this is a very important thing. If you set also your values, what's more important for you? What's your mission? And whenever you have an opportunity, or whenever you have a crisis, you're gonna be making decisions on this, based on this mission that you have. Let's see. We all have to, as I was telling you, we're unique. We need to be thinking about this, right? But also we need to be thinking, because we're women, we need to be thinking about this, what your hearts. I was just telling you, all of us have the right answers inside us. And you were just talking about the fear. Yes, we all have fears. It takes energy. It takes time to make decisions, and the right decisions, but we need to get over them. And we need to learn from our experiences. And think about this. What have I learned from me taking decisions? If I'm not sure about, I feel insecure about taking decisions, I really encourage you to read a book or have a talk to someone that can help you in your field to take decisions. And how they feel, you will see, all of us will have fears. We have our times, but this crisis taught us that we can take decisions. And if we take decisions, we go with the consequences. We need to live with the consequences. Yes, we need to live. We take good and bad decisions, but we learn. That's something that I'm teaching my kids since they were little. Listen, when we, as a mother, when I teach them, and it's something that I want you to also to experience, because it could be with kids or with adults. When you teach someone on their experiences, failure, this is something that we never give a speech. We never give a speech like, I told you. No, we just say, what are you learning from this? And this will be a question that you will make to yourself. Okay, what I'm learning from this. Okay, what I'm learning. You have your all answers. Don't let people decide from you. I see a lot of young women, people deciding their careers. They decide what they're gonna study, where they're gonna work. And actually, I have a lady that was just in a family business company, and her grandpa was in the main office, and she had a desk close to him because he wanted to see her, close to him. So that was, and she was okay, I don't know if I'm gonna have a vacation, because my grandpa is gonna decide if I have a vacation. He's gonna decide what I'm gonna study, what's next for me. So what's next for you? You only have the answers for that, okay? You make your own decisions, and you have the answers inside yourself. Believe in that. Believe you have the right answers in yourself. Another question?
Thank you.
And I think we have our last question in the chat as well from Ash Aquino.
Okay,
I don't know where is she from, but she says, I find that as a woman, a professional woman, it's so hard for me to assert and market myself. I want to advance in my career, but I don't know how to ask for a raise and a bigger leadership role without feeling insecure.
Okay, so welcome. This is a World of Women. There's a study really about all these women that didn't get a rise because they didn't ask. And you don't know how to ask. So this will be a very important moment for you to get a mentor and work on. There's a paper that I can share if you send me an email. It's about how to negotiate salary. Because you need to be you need to skills to learn how to negotiate. It's very important. So the more you learn, you get the strategies, and you feel secure about yourself, because that's something that I'm telling all the women that is listening and all the women in my consulting, if you feel secure, everything is possible. Your dreams, you're gonna get your dreams, and you need to think about your vision. How do you see yourself? It's a very powerful exercise. Close your eyes and see yourself doing your job dream. Just think about it and ask another woman. Just get encourage for women, get advice, strategies for women that they have got through what you are going through, okay? This is a very important situation for you right now. And believe me, there is studies, there are 2 books, Why Women Don't Ask. I have it here also on my chair. This is a study that shows that women, they didn't get promotions, they didn't get a good salaries, they didn't get their dream job because they didn't ask. And the people that it just were interviewed, they were saying, why she never asked me? Why she never asked for a raised salary? Why she never asked? There's another book that is called How Women Rise. It's a very important book. And if you ask me, also get Stephen Covey's book, Great Work, Great Career. It's really thin book, but if you think about career, think about how you're gonna be contributing. Don't only think about salary or a CV or your resume. More than ever, companies need to see mission statements and that you are ready to contribute. Get that book. All of you, if you need to get advice on one book that needs to be on your shelf, it has to be Great Work, Great Career. It's Stephen Covey. And this is also for all of you that I want just to finish. Thinking about your career, investing in your career, you need to get time for that. Allocate time for that. So that will be before this COVID-19. I will tell my clients, I will tell my students to get 2 hours per week on your career. Now you need to get at least 5 hours per week, like working on your resume, working on your media, like your profile, like LinkedIn profile, like making contacts with one. I'll encourage you to make contact with one of the women that were in this meeting. That will be something that you're going to be doing in your career, or follow up a call, or maybe someone already contacts you through the media and you are waiting for something to happen to call, or maybe you're afraid, well, what's going to happen next? So think about that, okay? So career planning needs time. Your career needs time. So think about reading a book. That's something that I encourage about your career. Not your, not digital, not communication, thinking of, like this book, Great Work, Great Career. That's the one that you need to be reading around this time. Thank you so much.
Selene, thank you very much. And I think this was a
Thank
great
you.
ending. And I want to also thank everybody that asked questions, because, you know, with all the questions, we kind of like, we were opening to more, you know, ideas that you were giving us in the talk. And I think it really helped clarify some points and also take practical, you know, ideas, practical tips to put into practice right now to improve our professional identity and our career. And now Selene, I want to really thank you from all of us. I think, you know, you're going to hear more from everybody in the group. And if you can share with us the material you share, we will distribute that by email to everybody that enroll in the get together. And now also, if you can, I would like to invite you to continue with us in the second part of the program.